You know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing patrols. We really don't know exactly what we're all going to be doing once we get there. But, you know, it's all mission oriented. Yeah.
And you've been in the Guard for how long?
21 years.
Can I ask your age?
43.
Did you ever envision anything like this when you enlisted?
Never thought I would see deployment, because I went in November 16th, 1983, and you know, back then it was all national security if anything was ever to happen, and you know, this is a new Guard. You know, before it was just 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Now it's 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, 365 days, 24/7. So it's not the old National Guard. It's a new Guard.
And what has that transition been like?
Before the old Guard was, there was a lot of downtime. You know, we had some good times out. You know, we had breaks, and us guardsmen would go to bars and hang out. You know, do things that don't happen no more. You know, it's all business.
Physically grueling? I mean, do you feel like you're in good shape?
Well, I have some prior injuries, but me and some other troops are, working to get ourselves squared away and prepared for this deployment, because it's going to be a lot of cardiovascular. Yeah, my youngest is 14, and she's upset about it because she remembers the first deployment, and she was younger, like almost 5 years younger. And it's pretty tough on her. Yeah. She's broke down a few times, but I reassured her that we're trained well, and got a bunch of good guys, and we're all going to come home. It's going to be a good experience, and for a lot of us old dogs, it's going to be our last hoorah, so to speak. Thank God.
Yeah. Have they prepared you and told you that you will be in combat situations this time around?
They gave us a scenario that is, there's a good possibility that could happen, and we all pretty much mentally train for it, from our higher echelon, and just mentally prepare yourself, because there's always that worst case scenario.
Yeah. Do you have nerves, or are you scared, or do you sense that?
Oh yeah, I'm scared. Yeah. If you're not scared, you shouldn't be going, because that's one of the things that'll keep a troop alive in combat is his fear. That keeps your senses honed in pretty good. Yeah.
How does the Army teach you to direct that fear? What do they tell you to do when you're sensing that fear?
What it is, it's muscle memory. You go into that zone, I would say, and there's nothing else matters at that point in time, but you're taking care of your troops and yourself. Make sure everybody's safe and watching your backside.
How have you prepared yourself?
Really, I've just trying to get the mindset of, because I know we only drill 1 weekend a month, but you got to get that mindset of being, still in the Army. You can't just shut it down, You got to think about it all the time. I mean, I think about it a lot, Just start work with your gear and stuff, put it on, get used to wearing it, I've ruck marched around town, so just trying to get ready,
Physically and mentally?
Oh yeah, definitely the physical part. That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
But
do you have any fear about the deployment?
I'm sure it'll set in once we get there. I mean, I'm pretty excited about leaving. But I'm sure the fear and the nervousness will set in once we get there, But there's a lot of good guys. There's a lot of combat vets here, and I'm sure they'll take care of us, if something happens.
Have you been in combat situations before in your previous life?
No.
Do you expect to be in combat situations now?
Probably. I'm a cavalry scout, so, we just basically, plain and simple, it's there before everybody. We go where nobody's been. You classify roads, bridges, stuff like that. So,
I'm a mortar man, infantry.
Okay.
So I'll be handling the mortars when I'm with my mortar platoon.
Yeah. So you expect to be in combat?
Yeah, I think we all do, at least a little bit. But
does that scare you at all?
Everybody's scared, I think, to a certain point. I really don't know what to expect. Never been over there, so I do talk to a lot of guys that have been over there a few times. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, everybody's scared. I'm scared a little bit, but it's the job and it's got to be done. You know.
What's been the hardest part about this deployment?
I think the hardest part so far is just knowing that we're going to be going for so long. You know, being away from friends and family. But besides that, everything has been the same, just training a lot. That's pretty much, you got to keep focused on your training, you know.
Yeah.
So.
You feel confident in the training you've received?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. These guys are really good at what they do, you know, and they've been doing it for years. So me and a couple of the other younger guys, we just pay a lot of attention and follow them, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Do you follow the news out of Afghanistan?
Yeah, I do actually. And you know, people say it's getting worse, it's getting better. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. So to me, it's, you know, pretty much all the same. I mean, we're going there to help people, and that's what we're going to be doing. So.
What motivated you to enlist?
Honestly, there wasn't much for me to do out here. I was working factory jobs, you know. Factories started closing, no any jobs in. I was like the military, so I thought about it, you know, where am I going with my life? So I decided I was really going nowhere I wanted to be at least. So I decided to enlist and came in, talked to a recruiter, and went from there. So.
And you're happy with the direction things are going?
Definitely very happy. A little happier than what I was doing before. Yeah. So it's changed my life for the better.
I'm going over to do a job for the, you know, for the better of the United States and for their government. I'm not over there hating anybody or anything like that. You know, these guys have been going through this for years and years, you know, and they're asking for our help. Either the villages that we go to take it or not. It's as long as we know that we did our job sufficiently. That's all my goal is, you know. It's always the mission. Politics do not come in play at all. I joined the military a while ago, and what I'm told to do, I do it. I follow the mission, stay focused, organized. If you start thinking about political, then it starts playing mindset games with you. It's all about the mission. Whatever the mission is, if it changes, you know, you just adapt to it and you drive on. You know, the more you stay on the mission focus, the more you know that you're coming home at the end of your tour. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You can't think about nothing. Every soldier, you know, they think about home and stuff, but it's how you think about it. Right now it's game. It's, you know, it's what your mode is. You stay in a certain game mode and you don't get out of it. If you get out of it, then it either hurts your soldiers around you, or it hurts yourself. It's a focus you got to stay in when you're in, you know, uniform. It's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Do you have family in the area?
Yeah, I have children. Family live all around me where I live.
So have you had to sit down and talk to your children about why you'll be gone, what you'll be doing?
I have the two children that live with me. They're pretty young, you know, 3 years and younger. My oldest one, well, the middle one, she come to me. She goes, "You going to the Army?" "Yes, you know, that's what Daddy's job is." And she goes, "Are you leaving me?" "Yeah, I'm leaving you." She goes, "I'm gonna miss you." You know, I mean, it gets to you, but that's a total thing that you have to leave behind. I joined the military to do a job, and it's a job to me. It's nothing else. I'm a mortarman. It's basically what I do. I get told where to put mortars. You know, I also do small squad in vehicles. You know, whatever job that we have and that we're trained for in the military, it's not necessarily the job that you're going to do. Mm-hmm. We're trained in all different techniques, all different weapons and stuff like that. They keep us, right from the highest trained soldier in our unit, we know their job. Everybody knows each other's job, regardless of what your actual job is when you signed in. Going overseas, no fear. It's a job, it's a mission. I'm benefiting myself, finishing out my career, and, you know, my family's going to be taken care of while I'm away. It's no matter what. I don't care if you have 30 years and 40 years in the military. You get shot at, you got fear.
Earplug.